It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Geno Smith. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bears and the Cards, next on Madden NFL 24.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport. And the final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if he comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Fields now to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 14 carries, 73 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's got to play like that and help drive them down the field.
Now a first down throw, Fields. It's caught, Beckham. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. A beautiful fake. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Taken down at the 30. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Geno. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Open man here is Conklin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the 50, it's Smith. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Back to throw. Fields. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just fed the field with extra defensive backs and more diamond package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Smith.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks wonder when they can show off their arms.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And able to get this to the 31. From the 31, here's the second down and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his rookie year.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. There's some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Smith. On the slant, he's got Hardman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's Achane to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Geno on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 1 now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Smith throwing again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. Fields now to throw. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Matthew Stafford, outstanding again as his guys up their record to 10-2 now on the year. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the 3rd quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the 50, it's Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good. Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing again is Smith. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. It's complete to Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the option, it's Smith himself. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Geno. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Robinson with another carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive starts with a run from Achane. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And partner, a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Smith. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fields. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Achane on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Geno down to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Smith now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. All eyes eyes on the Cardinals now. Down 20-17. Just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 4th down, 10 yards to go. They snap it to Fields. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. But I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in the time. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Chicago, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Keaton Mitchell. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Armadillos and the Rams on Sunday Night Primetime.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 125 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Ridley here.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Prescott. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it's second down. Prescott yet again.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. On play action, Prescott.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Prescott now.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Prescott.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Again, it's Johnson. Room to maneuver at the 35. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown,
Juwan Johnson.
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, Defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 29, here's second and a couple.
At the 29-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On the counter, Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 5. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Los Angeles.
To the air again, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And the Rams first down.
First down, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
Holding offense.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First down, here's Mitchell. Shifts past him at the 45. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him like a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that bears a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Rams, first down.
Now Prescott.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good.
And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Jackson now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Prescott looks to throw on first. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for an Austin 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. He'll get this to about the 38.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Prescott on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Prescott now.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Rams had 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Done good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And able to get this out to the 25. Boston's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on them.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory.
That's good for an Austin 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this one complete again to Mims.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. Now Jackson.
Wide open receiver complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18.
18-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Armadillos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Rams 31, Armadillos 10.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
To throw again is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up
Jackson.
3rd down.
And he's going to go down again. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Done good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Christopher Dunn to kick off for the Rams.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Boston's offense ready to go again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Los Angeles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Austin, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.